Definitely what's half of 180. Book? I was about to say movie. It was not a movie. What was I talking about? Hello and good morning. I am at work again, so I'm gonna do my hair really fast in the car. I promise I do my hair at home, but on some mornings when I have to get to work early, I don't. Because I never know how traffic is gonna be coming into the city. Sometimes it's like really easy and then sometimes it takes a little bit longer, and today didn't take as long, so I was very lucky that it didn't take as long, but that's not always the case. And I don't always do this hairstyle at work, but just one of those days where I needed a quick, easy style. Tomorrow, I already have my hairstyle planned for tomorrow, so we'll see if it works out. But I wanted to hop on here and say hello, good morning. Welcome to a new reading vlog. I took some clips yesterday and then I realized I never did an introductory clip. So, hello, welcome back to my channel for a new week of reading. I'm currently reading Apprentice to the Villain, or Apprentice to the Villain. And I'm loving it so far. It took me a little while to get back into the world of the villain, just because I read that book at the beginning of the year. It was one of my first reads, I think, this year. I did the audiobook for it, and I'm pretty sure it was like my first or second audiobook of the year. And so it kind of took me a second. I had to remember who everyone was and kind of the premise of the first book to enjoy what was happening. But now that I'm in the world again and I'm enjoying it so much, so I just wanted to hop on, say good morning, welcome to the video, do my hair with you guys, and I will meet you in a little bit. Okay, so I've left work and I am now on my way home, but I had to stop by Whole Foods, as you guys saw, and get a few things for breakfast. But while I was in, I got this sparkling water. It's called Sparkling Water, and it's by Waterloo, and I wanted to give you guys a taste test. This is the strawberry flavor. I don't know if I like sparkling water, and so this is always like my introduction. I love doing these. It does taste like strawberry. I don't know. I think it's the carbonation that is throwing me off, that I'm just not enjoying. I don't know. But we are gonna head home, probably spend some time in the pool, and then we will get to reading. Okay, so I know this reading vlog, I think I said in the last one that nothing happened, and really nothing in this one is happening either. Just, I don't know, I've been living a pretty normal life lately. I've had church, I've had work. My chickens are in the front yard. They're a little too close to the garden for my comfort. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they're okay. What was I talking about? Oh, there's nothing happening in this vlog, and I apologize. It's been a little bit of a slower reading week for me. I can typically nail stuff out, but I don't know. This week has just been a little bit weird. I have read and completed A Pie to Die For, and I will put the cover right here. I listened to it as an audiobook and I really enjoyed it. We followed our main character, Esther. So Esther owns a pie shop, and in her pie shop she sells 1 or 2 lucky pies a day. And what this means is if she sees someone that is a little bit down on their luck or could use some good news, she will give them a piece of her lucky pie. And it's a family tradition that the women can only make the lucky pies. Like the men, I don't know if they've tried to or if it's a women thing only. That is not explained yet. But the women make lucky pies and everyone loves them. And they're in this little town in Ohio. They talk about the UP, so up north. And so it's just really good. And in this book, Esther is, of course, a pie maker, and her fruit and vegetable distributor has, I don't know if it says he's passed or if he's retired, but we see Frank, who has taken over for Dave in the position of produce distributor. Frank is someone that no one likes. They all kind of get really annoyed with him. He's very blunt and he's just not friendly. And he he jacks the prices up of all of the produce and fruit and things that he sells to his vendors just because he can, to raise the fee. So because of this, he makes a lot of enemies on the island. And the next day, we find out that Frank has been killed. Again, not a spoiler alert. That's, I mean, pretty like in the first 30 pages, I'd say. I don't know because I was listening to the audiobook, but it happens pretty quick. And Esther's invoice of what she had bought from Frank is in his hand when he dies, or when they find the body. And so, of course, Esther is our main suspect. And of course, she takes it upon herself to clear her name. I really enjoyed this book. I was about to say movie. It was not a movie. And if you see me looking to the side, it's because I'm looking at my chickens out the front window, making sure they don't get close to the road. But I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was very sweet. I love a cozy mystery any time of the year. It does not have to be Halloween or fall or Thanksgiving for me to enjoy a cozy mystery. And I really kind of use cozy mysteries when I feel myself getting into a reading slump. I think they just really take the place of, like, you know what the plot's gonna be. You know it's gonna be like nothing super gruesome or graphic, and I like that. They're not gonna be steamy or spicy. They're gonna be sweet, comfortable, hometown, cozy mysteries. And so I use them, one, as a palate cleanser, and two, in case I start getting a little bit slumpy. So that is the first book that I have read and completed in this vlog. I am a little over halfway through Apprentice to the Villain. I hope to get that finished tonight and be able to share my feelings on it with you guys in this vlog. I am enjoying it. I think I mentioned earlier, it took me a little while to get into the mindset of the world of the villain, because I listened to Assistant to the Villain in January. I think it was January. And that was so long ago. We're now in August. And so I had to rethink about what that world was like and who my characters were and where the last book ended. And so I'm really happy to be back into this world and back with these characters, and I do get it, and there's a little bit of a plot twist already, and I'm loving it. But I'm trying to decide how much I can tell you without it being a spoiler, because it is a sequel. All I'll tell you is Evie is not as sweet and innocent in this one, and I'm not saying she's like a total jerk, or I'm not saying she is one of the King's Knights or anything. She's not that. But what I'm saying is, in the first book, she is so happy-go-lucky, cheery, smiley, hummy all the time. And in this book, we get to see a little bit more of like a darker side of Evie. And I think it's so interesting to see, not a complete 360, well, a 360 is a turn. Not a complete 180 from her character, but like definitely what's half of 180? 60? Like, it's definitely a 60-point turn. So I'm really enjoying it, and I forgot how much I love the villain. He is one of my favorite characters, and in my reading last night, I was like, I have to know if other people are envisioning the villain as I am, the same thing that's in my head. And so I went on Pinterest and started looking at Assistant to the Villain aesthetic, and I'm glad to tell you, yes, we are all on the same page of what the villain looks like. I think we're all kind of torn on what Evie looks like, but that's okay. I'm so glad to be back in this world, and I am gonna do some reading. I'm also listening to another audiobook. What is the name of that? Murders No Votive Confidence. And I'm about 29 to 30% of the way through this book. And it is following our main character. I don't remember her name. I'm horrible at remembering names of characters. But our main character is a candle seller, and we are following her as she creates a unity candle for a wedding in Nantucket at this very extravagant hotel. And unfortunately, one of the wedding guests, the night before the wedding, actually the night before the wedding rehearsal, is found dead with the Unity candle as the murder prop. That's not the word. The murder weapon. And so, of course, our main character is taking it upon herself to solve this murder, to clear her name. Her name's not even in the running, but she wants to clear her business name because she's had other couples cancel their Unity candle because they heard that this guy died the night before the wedding rehearsal using her candle. So that's what I'm listening to right now. You can probably hear my vacuum. I'm gonna sit on the couch, do some editing, listen to my audiobook, and I will hopefully see you guys in a few minutes with an update on one of the two books. Hello, and welcome to the end of this video. So I finished reading Murder is No Vote of Confidence, and I really enjoyed it. There's something about me that loves a cozy mystery where the main character is like the bookseller or the pie maker or the candle maker, whatever, and they end up with the small town cop sheriff, and I'm kind of waiting on that to happen. Like, I really feel like that's how this series is gonna end, is the sheriff and our candle maker together, but I don't know. I really want it to. It's not that I don't like the guy that she is dating currently or like kind of about to date. I don't like Peter as much as I like Andy, and I cannot think of our main character's name, but I remember the men. Isn't that funny? But I just really want her to end up with the sheriff, and I think that's a me thing because I love when the main character and the sheriff or the cop or the investigator or whatever end up together. That's like my favorite trope, I think. But so that is all for this reading vlog. I don't remember what all I've talked about. This reading vlog's been filmed over the course of quite a few days, so I don't quite remember what I've talked about here, and I'm also reading books for another video that you guys will see next week or the week after. I don't remember when it goes up, but it'll be one of those days. But I want to thank you guys for being here and joining my vlogs, and if you have stayed until the end, leave me your favorite emoji. I was about to say cloud emoji, but I think there's only one cloud, so send me your favorite emoji, and I'll see you guys next week.